What's going on, guys? It's Dio here with Return of Dio Gaming on YouTube, and this is going to be my Thunder Valley 2012 AMA National Talk. And first off, I know this is extremely late, and for that I apologize. It's just been a pretty busy week. Today we actually got the keys to the new apartment that my girlfriend and I are moving into, townhouse, whatever. I just said that like a Canadian. Whatever you want to call it, but just been a busy week. And took me a while to get this going, so I hope you guys can forgive me for that and just accept this. So this week is going to be quite a bit different. Since I actually went to the race, I'm going to have a few vlog clips where I talk in those, and a few clips from actually the race that I just recorded with an iPhone, nothing fancy, talk about that some. And then the filler footage, as you can see here, is going to be GoPro footage of me riding. And I know a lot of you subscribe for video game stuff, but given that this is real life riding, I think it's okay to have my footage. And plus, I'm doing this at 9:30 on Friday night. The next week's race is already tomorrow. It's not even next week anymore. So I didn't want to spend more time getting footage and all that to make this even later. So I hope you guys understand that. So without further ado, this is the first vlog of my journey at Lakewood, which I don't have many of, but here's the first one. What's up, guys? It's Dio from Return of Dio. Heading up to Lakewood on Friday evening for the race tomorrow. Got off work, picked up Val, who's filming, and we're like 10 feet out of Spring, and we're already in super sweet traffic if you want to check it out. And I know, it's worse in Cali, but I'm not used to shitty traffic, so we're dealing, but planning on keeping up with these vlogs throughout the, well, I guess not really the weekend, just tonight and then tomorrow at the race, but stay tuned, and hopefully we eventually get to Lakewood before the gates open at 8 a.m. tomorrow. Alright, see you later, guys. Take care. Alright, so as you heard with that, that was the first little segment of driving up there. Denver is usually about a 90-minute drive. It took us something like 2.5 hours to get up there. Pretty bad traffic, but whatever. It had nothing to do with the race either. It was just a Friday night rush hour. But obviously we did eventually get up there, and so this is Saturday morning heading to the track. So it's Saturday morning, and we're headed to the track. It's like 7 in the morning, something like that, or a little later than that, probably 7:30. And we're on 470, and you can see the track coming up here, so we're almost there. And of course, when you see this, the whole race will be over, but I'm going to keep doing vlogs and updates throughout the day. So thanks for watching, guys. Should be a good day. Alright, so now I know we're 3 minutes into this, but to start with the actual talk, and there's going to be some stuff on the screen, but I'm not really going to stop and talk about it. Hopefully you'll see what's going on with it, but you can hear my paper crinkle. That's annoying. Okay, so the 450s, of course, they went first. I'm going to talk about them first. Off the start, it was a Honda. Who knows who ripped it? Might have been Andrew Short, hometown track, back on the Honda. No, false. It was Tommy Hahn. Really cool to see him up there. They talked about him, like had a special segment with him down at Freestone, and like I mentioned in my Freestone video, it's always funny when they talk to someone and they rip the whole shot the next race, like Jesse Nelson did, and it took a week, but Tommy Hahn was talked about a lot, and then he ripped the whole shot this week, and he was putting on a really great ride, and Short was right behind him, then Dungey right behind him. James Stewart was pretty far back, well, I guess not pretty far back, but not in the top 3. He was in 9th or something like that. Made short work of pretty much everyone, moved up into 2nd, made his way around Hahn. And something that I haven't seen in any of the coverage, but we saw it in person, if you can think of the track, it goes up the hill, then takes a left, and it has a double back down the hill. He hit that double and jumped off to the right side of the track and almost got in the fence over there with all the fans, and safely got back on the track, but huge cloud of dust and everything, and they didn't even show that. If they release his full GoPro footage, it'll be on there, but I haven't seen anything about it yet. So there's your insider information. But as everyone knows, a few laps later, is like maybe the 4th or 5th lap of the race, James Stewart comes over this blind double. There's a track worker or a cameraman or someone crossing the track, and he goes down soon after. He had initially said it was a fan. He, of course, didn't know, but that's what caused him to crash. And there's so many critics and so many supporters. I mean, it goes both ways, and you guys know that I'm a big James Stewart fan. I don't think that he used that as just an excuse. I think it played a part. Like, I've been listening to a lot of radio shows, namely Pulp MX, talking about it. You can't blame that incident, like that person crossing the track, that didn't cause him to crash 100%, but you can't say it had no effect on him. Going fourth gear, tap down that hill into the gnarliest part of the track, the deepest ruts, that had to break his concentration. Even if you think he didn't change his line, I think he did, but even if you think he didn't, seeing someone as you jump and it just freaks you out for that split second going that fast, it's going to have an effect. Would he have crashed if the person wasn't there? Maybe, but maybe not. It's way too hard to say. But the fact of the matter is, James Stewart did crash. He didn't make a return for Moto 2, which was a bummer, but word is he'll be back at High Point, which, as you see, this will be today. Again, I apologize for that. But I'm happy about that. I just really hope he can come out strong, simply because I don't want Dungey to run away with the title. If Dungey wins this season, awesome. Congrats for Dungey, but I don't want it to be boring. If I could have it my way, which who cares what my way is, but I would want it to come down to Elsinore. I think that's the last track, right? I think it's Lake Elsinore or something like that. I want the championship to not be wrapped up until that race. I want it to be able to go either way, and I know that's kind of asking a lot, but with James Stewart down some now, hopefully he can come back strong and have a great battle with Dungey the rest of the season. They can swap wins. That'd be awesome. Okay, so let's just see. After that, Dungey takes the lead, just runs away, kills everyone. Short on his hometown track, kind of falls back, finishes 7th, I think. Tommy Hahn, after that great start, he gets hit with a rock or something, breaks his finger, falls way far back, didn't race Moto 2. Big bummer for him. One thing everyone's been talking about, Nico Izzy just killing it now. He's looking really impressive out there. He's really fun to watch, like my dad was saying. I know you don't know this, but when we were at the track, he was just saying Izzy's just throwing the bike around. He's just really fun to watch, and I started paying more attention, and he really is. He's a great rider. Really cool to see him doing better. Anderson, of course, his hometown race also with the whole driven to ride thing. Sorry, I keep playing with my hat. He was running pretty well, but I guess he crashed and fell pretty far back. Not pretty far, 16th. Great finish. It was his best first moto finish, but he could have done better, but just had a little bit of bad luck. And also congratulations to Tucker Say. It's the other driven to ride guy, qualified for his first national at Thunder Valley. He didn't do so hot, but you know what? He got in the fast 40. He didn't have to do the LCQ. That's one huge step in the right direction, so hopefully he can improve from there. Tickle, he was running pretty well. His bike blew up, and kind of puts to rest the theory that 450s are easier to maintain. He's had bike problems on that 452 races in a row from arguably the best team out there, Pro Circuit, but we'll see. Metcalf did really well. I'm not sure where he ended up, but he's really impressive. I don't know what's been driving him, if it's having Stewart as a teammate, if Stewart's been helping him, or if he just doesn't want to be left in the dust by Stewart, but he's been doing really great. Really cool to watch him. And also another local boy, Mike Giese, I think that's how you say his last name. He qualified. He's been qualifying for a few. I don't know if he's qualified for all 3 so far, but he did qualify, so that's great for him. Just another local guy. So 250 Moto 1, as you know, we had really bad Thunder Valley, lightning, rain was threatening. It did rain a little bit, but not too crazy. But the main reason things got cut off was because of the lightning. They pushed it back like 30 minutes, and I actually, on my note thing here, since it wasn't on TV, I didn't take notes on it. What I remember, Barsha grabbed the whole shot. Barsha pretty much ran away with it. I think Roxon might have battled him some. I honestly don't remember. Baggett came back from pretty far back. I think he finished 2nd or 3rd. Again, if you're watching these for results, you're dumb. This is just me talking about it and giving some thoughts on it. Sorry, I don't have all the stats. But when you watch on TV and they talk about Baggett coming back, like he waits till 15 minutes and then he charges really hard, it's really easy to see on TV because they keep a camera on him and you can see where he's making up time. When you're actually at the race, you can't see the whole track. So we were actually at the finish line and he would come through and he was like half a straightaway behind whoever he was behind, Roxon or whatever. Come back the next time and he's made up half of that distance, and the next time he's right on his back fender, and the next time he's around him. It's just such a different angle to be able to just watch one section and just see him make up time in that one section, not through the entire track. It's really cool. I think it's a lot more exciting because you don't exactly know where he made up time, but you can just see him just hounding these other guys. It's really impressive. So 450 Moto 2, Stewart doesn't start. Dungey whole shots it, runs away with it, takes an easy win. Short got a second place start, and he had to fight off Weimer, and then he had to fight off Tickle. It was really good ride for Andrew to be able to maintain his composure, hold that second place. He did finish second. He went 7-2 for third overall, so great for him at his hometown race. And both Weimer and Tickle rode really good. Tickle got a third, his best moto finish on a 450 yet, so good for him, finally getting something going. Hopefully they can avoid more bike problems in the future. That was pretty much 450 Moto 2. Again, Derek Anderson, he was up to like 7th or 8th. It was really fun watching him. He would come around and be ahead of like Lemoyne and then Sewell. He was just passing some people that were pretty big name people. But again, he goes down, falls back to 16th. He went 16 on the day, I do believe. But it's just improvement from here, and I can only see him getting faster. Hopefully he can keep it on two wheels the rest of the season here. So 250 Moto 2, the whole shot was Barcia again, but Tedesco was right up there, which was really cool to see him up there representing the Pro Circuit team as an older guy, dropping back down the 250s. And then Hahn was third, as I have written down here. Hopefully that's correct. Tedesco is just really impressive. Again, here I said Baggett in person way different. One of these videos that I've shown throughout here was actually Baggett making the pass on Barcia, and he was just throwing it so much more sideways over the triple and the finish line, and he was just throwing some really cool whips. I'm starting to like Baggett a lot more. Before I kind of felt like he was just kind of stale on the bike, and compared to someone like Dean Wilson, who just had so much style, but Baggett's really surprising me now, and especially in person, just what he can do on the bike and his cornering speed and everything. He's just really impressive, and starting to like him a lot more. Not that I never didn't like him, he just really wasn't my favorite. Roczen was running really well last lap. A lot of people are saying Barcia took Roczen wide and made him crash. I don't know if I was watching a different race and different TV footage, but Barcia was on the far outside. Roczen was on the inside, but then jumped a few ruts to get away from a lapper, and then ended up hitting the inside of Barcia and then going down. I didn't think Barcia was dirty at all unless it was a corner before, but Roczen tried to make something happen on that last lap, wasn't able to, fell way far back, and after the race you could tell he was super bummed. Like in the interview you could tell he was bummed, but after the race, like before cameras were on him, like he just dropped to the ground and just sat there, and just the body language really showed how upset he was. That's really all I have to talk about with this week. For next week, like I already said, Stewart's going to be back. I really hope he can run the pace. I don't know if he'll be able to, though, because Dungey's 100% healthy, confident. Stewart has some hand troubles. He says he's sore, so I guess we'll see, hand, wrist, whatever it is. But I'm just hoping for an exciting race. Barcia has a lot of fire going into High Point, but of course Baggett always has fire, and I really hope Ken Roczen can stop crashing and put something together. And of course Tomac, who ran really well. Those four, Barcia, Roczen, Baggett, and Tomac, they were leagues ahead of everyone else in the 250s throughout the race. They just separated away in a crazy fashion. But yeah, of course I'm really hoping Anderson will do well, and I don't know, just want some great racing, so hopefully High Point goes well. Leave me some of your thoughts. Hopefully this will be up before the race is shown. I know I'm pushing it this week. Again, I apologize. I hope you enjoyed watching some of my GoPro footage, as well as a few clips from the actual race. Again, recorded with an iPhone, nothing fancy, but this is pushing 14 minutes, so I'll cut it off here. Stay tuned for more, and if you guys could all comment and stuff. Lately my videos haven't been getting many comments. It's kind of weird. I don't know if they're not showing up in sub boxes or if you guys are just kind of sick of me, but if you just let me know one way or the other. Until next time, guys, take it easy. If it's easy, take it twice. I'll talk to you later.